Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. Thank you. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies. Thank you. Seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. Thank you. These are general readings for the collective, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's turn these cards over, see what we're working with here. Ooh, Five of Swords. This is a bully. Look at this guy and the swords coming out of his mouth, heading towards this child. She's not doing anything to protect this child either. This feels like a bully, an enabler. Feels like she's judging him that he shouldn't be doing this, but not doing anything to protect the child. Not stepping in. Because she doesn't want to take the heat. There's something here, punching down. A power struggle. Where bullies don't pick fights with people that they perceive are at their same level, or they don't punch up to authority, toxic authority. They're cowards. They're insecure about their place in the world, and they feel disempowered, and so they punch down and bully people that are more vulnerable. Maybe inside of a relationship. I am getting a family dynamic here. All right. What do we need to know about this Five of Swords energy? Let's start there. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone not stable, not grounded, unfocused. They have a lack of resources. They're feeling anxious, definitely. That lack of stability. They don't know what to focus on. So who is this? How can the viewer identify who this is that has this energy? They're very unhappy, miserable. And so they're punching down. That's how they've learned how to deal with their misery. Instead of heal, instead of empowering themselves, it feels vocal. It feels like I'm unhappy. How dare someone else be happy around me? How someone who's more vulnerable. Interesting. Nightlife, striptease, gamble, Vegas. This person, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is taking a gamble. There's this throwing spaghetti at the wall energy, just trying something, not really. They feel very boo-boo, very ungrounded, unstable, and they're lashing out at someone. It could be someone who loves them, and that's why someone who cares about them. Feels like whoever this is, they excuse their horrible behavior because I'm feeling bad. It feels like justification for really deplorable behavior. There's a need for inner discernment. Someone is seeing something where there's once been confusion, there's now clarity. And maybe even turning your back on this energy, icing them out. Eight of Cups reverse, Star card reverse. This feels like a hopeless situation. So much water. It could be related to a lack of financial stability as well. This person feels very hopeless, very unhappy, unstable. They can't let something go. They can't let something go. Eight of Cups in reverse. They can't eclipse something. They can't walk away because of some emotional attachment. And so they're angry and lashing out. Tell me more about this gamble. Why is Emperor with their back turned? Now that's a leader. This person would not, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, would not punch or try to bully an emperor. Feels like they're taking some type of gamble with a leader. An emperor. Doesn't feel like they're really getting the attention because the emperor's back is turned. And here, a stab in the dark. This Queen of Pentacles in reverse is so unhappy. Can't let go of something. So out of balance. There's no feeling very hopeless. So what does the viewer need to know? What's happening? Five of Wands. Don't fight. Don't give this into this fight. There's something about don't engage in whatever this is, this bullying. How does the viewer not engage? Oh, focusing on your work. Three of Swords reverse is really healing. There's something about what you do, what you're working on. Three of Swords reverse. That just makes the sting of whatever this person is trying to do, trying to affect some type. They feel okay. Whoever the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is, this person feels like they might have bullied you, punched down, maybe since childhood. There's affection here, it feels like, on your side. Care for this person who's chronically cruel. It looks like you've figured this person out. You have some inner discernment about who this person really is. That they're just wildly unhappy, unstable, can't let go. They've got power issues. They punch down. It feels like if they're not bullying, then they're enabling bullies. And it feels like you might have turned your back on this energy and stopped fighting because you finally recognize this is a bully. This is maybe your personal bully. Feels like this person, well, let's stay with you for another second. It feels like you just turn your back once you've figured out who this person is. Stopped fighting. Stopped trying to convince, try to get them to care. Looks like you've started focusing on your work, which has been very healing. Feels like a lot of the bullying might be around your capabilities, your abilities, and so you got to work and started showing yourself what you're capable of, which pulled those swords out of your own heart about how this person has projected negativity onto you. Feels like they're taking a gamble. They're so used to being able to bully you. This feels like family. Feels like for a long time this person has been able to punch down. What they don't know is that you've leveled up and you're now in emperor mode. Still feels like your back is turned, you're not interested. They're trying to take a jab at you, trying to put you back in your place, because that's what they're used to. It's a gamble. They're trying to make themselves feel better, but they don't realize that you've leveled up to emperor. And so they aren't punching down. Okay, let's look at what's hidden. We have the Four of Cups. Not interested. Not even close to interest. This person's trying to access your energy, get your attention, trying to affect you, affect change. Ace of Pentacles reverse, Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person's rushing in without a plan. Trying to get you to, I just heard stop winning, stop going after. They want you to miss an opportunity. They want people to not work with you. Three of Pentacles. And this is such an interesting deck, the vice versa deck. Usually there are three people on the Three of Pentacles. They're all coming together to collaborate. They've got different levels of skill, but they've got the same outcome. They're wanting to build something. In this, there's only one person left holding the box here. So it feels like this person that you're not paying any attention to is saying all sorts of stuff, trying to affect your finances, your pentacles. Trying to get people to not work with you. Trying to get you to miss an opportunity. Boy, those cards really flew. More pentacles. Okay. Yeah, a lot of pentacles here. Okay. This person is, I feel like this person has been very masked. That's why it took you so long to realize that they're your bully. Because they were enmeshed. You might have felt like this is normal growing up. Either with this person or this type of activity. Enmeshed activity. I also get that it feels like they're trying to juggle how people are seeing you. They don't like seeing you happy. They've got a real issue with you shining because they're miserable. And despite all the bullying, you have been able to clock them and work on yourself, work on life, work on work, something you're very focused on, and you've healed from this, or healing, pulling those swords out of your heart. I think this person and this type of relationship has been very confusing for a long time. They can't learn and readjust. They can't figure things out. They can't reconnect the dots and grow and learn something new. They just block people from succeeding around them. They need to be the top of the barrel. They need to be the top dog. not because they elevate and learn and keep themselves up there. They just keep blocking everybody else, cut everybody else down. With Six of Pentacles also in what's hidden, it feels like it's not working. People are investing in you. You've learned who to invest in, and you're not investing, you're not giving this person any of your attention. Because you're now in this emperor mode. You're making moves. Feels like your moves are pretty hidden from this person. And they're coming in expecting you to still be kind of small. But instead, they're seeing the emperor. They're seeing someone very confident. I don't feel like they can affect any change unless you still have a story going on or want the drama of someone being able to sabotage you. Because it doesn't feel like they can affect you unless you agree that they can. All right. They're out of their depth. I just heard that. They're so far. They have no idea. I don't know if this is I'm hearing the quote from Breaking Bad when who's knocking, his wife was afraid that someone was coming to their door and would hurt him, would pew pew, and he's like, you don't know who I am. You think I'm weak? You think I'm the person that people can intimidate and hurt? I am the one who knocks. Not that I think that that's a good character to emulate, but that's kind of the energy here. Someone just does not know. They haven't met the new you. They have no intuition. They don't have any potential. They can't make moves. They're not moving on. And with the World card, you've ended that cycle with this person. Once you left that energy with this person, the achievements, the accomplishments that start happening, instead of maybe trying to get this person to care about you, to understand you, to work with you, I think you realize you clocked them. There's no point. This person, that's who they are. And with the Six of Cups, it does kind of feel, doesn't have to be family, but it feels like past energies. Feels like this changes how you feel about your past, because now you're able in this emperor mode to maintain your boundaries, to make sure that your inner child is safe. You're no longer accepting and being in environments with bullies, with immature people. Okay, so there's an immaturity here. It feels like you might have felt at some point like you got to fix this. Ooh, there's a lot that you've had to heal from to get out of this bullying energy. You're no longer emotionally immature. You're no longer fixing, constantly trying to convince people. Instead, you walk away the winner. And with the Seven of Swords, it feels like you're walking away quietly, saying less. And that's feels like that's your tactic here. Ignoring, saying less, not giving any energy to this. It feels like they're trying to, I'm also seeing a picture of like an adult that has their hand on a child's forehead, and the child's trying to get to them to cause damage, but all the adult has to do is you know, keep them held away. And you're now the adult in this reading. And this person is just, they're taking a gamble, and it feels like they're losing out big time. It doesn't feel like it impacts you at all, viewer. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day.